ultimate feeling. She got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, you get so fly. Sugar, you get so fly. Sugar, you get so fly.
Well, the prophecy came true. Santa got me an airflow bandit. There's a spare tip, hopefully we won't be needing that today. So I came here this time last year. Pretty neat spot actually. Once you get up around the corner, the scenery is amazing. Absolutely spectacular. This is how brand spanking this rod is. We are about to cut the cork. Release the bandit. The river is very, very low. I think I checked it last night and it was sitting on 4 cumex into the gorge. Should be a bloody good day. Oh, river temperature. River temperature at this time of the morning is cold enough that I wouldn't want to be getting my nuts dunked. This would have to be one of my favourite spots to fish. The scenery up here is awesome. There's lots of native birds. Occasionally you see deer prints on the beach. There's some deer prints. That's a good sized deer. So I'd say there's been someone up here in the last couple of days. I don't know whether they're picnicking or fishing or what, but hopefully the fish up here don't have that long a memory. There's a fish right there. He's holding behind that rock. Looks like he's about 2 or 3 pound. I might be just on the edge of his eyesight. I'm going to drop back and we'll put the fly across him again. Here he goes. No, no takers. Outlined him. Holding mid-water, he's just doing a little bit of a circuit. So we'll send out the royal wolf and see if we can get a rise out of the bugger. He looks to be about maybe 3 or 4 pound. I'm currently perched up on a nice little rock just at the back of the pool. Got a pretty good field of view. And I should be far enough away that I shouldn't spook any fish. That last one that I saw, I'm pretty sure I got, by the time I spotted him, I was already in his field of view. It was probably over before it began. This guy here, we're just going to drive the fly out into the middle of the pool. We'll set a drift and see what happens. So the current situation, there's a very good fish holding on a little sandbank just down in front of me. I'm playing in the daisies. It's quite a good fish. I'm right on his field of view though. I don't know if I'll be able to cast to him without spooking him, but one thing is for certain, If I don't cast to him, I will not be able to catch him. He's probably a good 5 pound at least. Just going to mosey on across. Coming right across towards us. Let's watch him. Oh, there he is. He's right up close. Here he goes. Oh, bugger. He took the nymph and he dropped it. Bugger! Gee whiz, that got the heart rate up a wee bit. He came up. I had too much bloody slack on the water. When I went to strike, he'd already spit the nymph. He didn't look too upset about the whole thing. We'll let him settle, and if he comes back out again, we'll give it another go. Here he is. He's just going across the front of the pool there. He's a good fish. Just at the head of the pool there, there's an absolute cracker. Now I think there's about 3 fish holding in this section of water. There was the 5 pounder that was sitting out in front of us. There was the little fella, I think he was about 3 pound. He was the one that came and hit the nymph. And I've just seen another absolute whopper at the head of the pool, and he might be bigger than 5 pound. I just saw him cruise across the front in along that shallow sandbar, so he might have a beat up there. We've just got to wait for them to drop back. As soon as one comes back into casting range, we'll fire the raw wolf back up the line and see if we can convince him to have another go. Interesting development, we've just seen the monster chase out about a 4 pounder. So one came roaring across the sandbar with this guy behind him. He must have been 8 pound, I think. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get into position to cast him. I might be able to scramble up on those rocks and flick one off the gorse. We'll drive one up the middle just to see if we can lure him back first. Failing that, I think we're going to have to go climbing. Now, I don't know what my chances of landing a fish from up here will be like, but it's a bit of a scramble. I'm definitely going to have the best view in the house. Crikey, it's a good fish. He's just sitting down there. There he goes, he's going to go across that way. Let's fire one up. Now, quite often when I get a snag, I like to do it when there's a big fish immediately in the water below me. Yeah, there he goes. Get head across that bit of sandbar. Yeah, I like to do it when there's a big fish right there feeding. And I also like to get it right up into the gorse and then up a tree while I'm standing on a cliff. It just makes the whole experience just that little bit more exciting. Bugger. Gorse and nylon is second only to probably, or maybe third. We'll go gorse and nylon is third on the list of things that don't mix very well. Above gorse and nylon, I'd say is Madagascar nylon, and probably just above that, above Madagascar nylon, is probably dead blackberry and nylon. Gorse. think fly fishing is such a relaxing sport. There's no stress involved. And yet as I stand here with 18 foot of 5-pound nylon tangled through a gorse bush, there are still worse things one could be doing. Oh, and there's the fish. He's just holding down there. Once I've untangled this big mess, we'll send him a greeting card, see if he replies. There's 2 fish straight down there. Fly's just going over the top of them now. He's coming across. Oh, f yeah. We're going to push further upstream now. That's the bank over there I was fishing off before. That's where the big fella was lying. We're going to scramble up over these rocks and we'll have a look at the head of the pool, and then we'll go up and have a look at some runs further up. There's a few bugs starting to flick around. I think it's going to be quite a nice warm day. Let's do some rock climbing and then we'll go chase some more fish. Good fish. He's just holding a little run just in front of me. Maybe about 3 or 4 metres up there. I put the nymph past him a couple of times, no reaction. Gone to the royal wolf. He's going to put it past him again. Had a look. Well, I've just stopped for lunch. I've seen maybe 6 or 7 fish so far. Some of them have been quite good. There's about a 4 or 5 pounder sitting just in this run here. He came across to have a look at the royal wolf, but then he just drifted off further upstream. He wasn't too convinced by it all. So I'm going to finish my sandwich. We'll truck upstream, see if we can at least get a hook up. That'd be nice. Bird life up here is amazing, so obviously they haven't dropped any 1080 up here. What a lot of people don't realise with the 1080 is when they come through and they dump it, it goes absolutely everywhere. They'll say they try to keep it away from creeks, but anyone that's ever walked through the New Zealand bush, you know, there's a creek every 50 to 100 metres. You get a decent rainfall, all that washes down into the river, then your crawlies get hold of it. Once the crawlies get hold of it, it's in the aquatic food chain. Those little kora, the trout absolutely love them. The other thing the 1080 does is it wipes out everything. Insect life, bird life, possums, stoats, rats, yep, they all wear it, but so does everything else. You go to an area that's been 1080'd maybe a month, less than a month after it's been 1080'd, and there is nothing there. The whole forest is cleaned out, wipes out insects, the whole lot. It's a real nasty stuff, and the sooner we stop dropping it in the New Zealand bush, the better off we're going to be. You know, it's these buggers. They want 1080 dropped in their neighbourhood? No, I don't want 1080 dropped on my front lawn. I don't suppose these fellas do either. Now, in an area like this, the beech mast, or what a beech mast is, every now and then the old beech trees, the big natives, dump a whole heap of seeds, a lot more than normal. If you're a botanist or such, you could probably explain it a bit better, but basically the trees go nuts and make lots of seeds. What that does is it gives the vermin in the forest a little bit more food. So you can end up with plagues of rats, or maybe even plagues of native pigeons, but you end up with quite a few more predators in the forest than what you'd normally get. So to counter this, the Department of Conservation and Animal Health Board and the Axis of Evil get together and they do a massive 1080 dump, and they'll go through and they will thump the place with tons and tons of 1080 randomly aerial dropped from the sky, and it's really untidy. At the same time that this mast is occurring, the all the big trout in the river, they absolutely love eating mice and rats. You know, that's how a trophy trout gets to be as big as a trophy trout does. You go after one of these big podcasts and you'll find big fish in the rivers. So all these mice and rats munch the 1080, they end up in the water, the trout eat them, and then we end up with 1080 in our food. Not that most people eat trophy trout, but for the few of us that do like to take the odd small fish from a sustainable source, you know, you don't want 1080 in your bloody food. Why would you do that? And if you know where to look, nature will provide you with everything you need, from food, shelter, to furniture. This is a Gorge rock chair, carved out by the water over hundreds and thousands of years. Beautiful piece of modern furniture, available for purchase from myself. Contact me, we'll cut you a deal.
Тебе спитавши, я тебе спитавши тебе, чи любиш ти мене, хочеш ти зі мною жити, долю разом розділити? Ні! Ні! Хочеш ти зі мною жити, долю разом розділити? Ні! Ні! Willst du bis der Tod euch scheidet? Treue sein für alle Tag. Nein.
First fish on the new Bandit rod. Not a monster, but gee whiz, look at the bloody scenery, eh? This is what New Zealand summer's all about. The river's low, you can get up the gorge, beautiful pool, and a cracking fish. This little fella here is a pretty neat little plant. He pops up every now and then through the bush. Generally one you really don't want to wipe your ass with. Well, we've just caught our first fish on the new rod. Absolutely stoked. 3.5 pounder. I took a size 16 in the bottom of that rapid there. The new Airflow Bandit did the trick. We got it to the net and successfully released it. Absolutely stoked. Was it a 10 pounder? No, but gee whiz, when you're in scenery like this, any fish is a trophy, eh? The thing I love about the New Zealand bush so much is you just never know what you're going to come across. Have a look at this little alcove. Amazing, eh? That's awesome. Get any further up here is real hard bush bashing. It gets quite gorgy and it stays like this for about another 2 or 3 k's. Well, it's been a cracking day up here up the gorge. Seen some good fish. Managed to get one to the net. Scenery's amazing. Weather's amazing. Pretty bloody good day.